Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Selassie Fiawe. Today we're going to talk about a couple of interesting things here on the channel. Former Ghana Black Stars player, a midfielder that is, in EMMANUEL Kuffuor, has called for Black Stars captain Andrea Ayew to hang up his boots. His reasons, we'll look at it today, and I'll give you my 2 cents on the matter. We're also going to talk about the players that coach recruiting has been advised by Yusuf Chipsa to build the Ghana Black Stars team around. We'll look at the team, the players that he has admonished the current Black Stars head coach to build the team around. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So, as is the case with any national team, when there are players who are getting to the twilight of their careers, there'll be calls for many of them to be removed from the team to allow for youth to help them get to the next phase of their development. But the mistake some of us tend to make is that we think that the old guard, as sometimes called, serve no purpose at all, and we should sort of throw the baby out with the bathwater. That is how I think of these comments. This particular comment coming in from Emmanuel Kuffuor. Yes, Emmanuel Kuffuor is a former player. Yes, a former player of the Ghana Black Stars. He has spoken about Andrea Ayew, who many feel could be getting to the end of his career and should hang up his boots and allow for other players to play. I've been one who hasn't shied away from this discussion. I feel that Andre Ayew, yes, he is in the latter stages of his career, probably should be played less, but I've never felt the urge for him to be thrown out of the team. As if we don't value him or have never valued him. I sometimes feel we get a tad bit emotional when they don't play well in games. As does any player have an off day, but probably his is getting too frequent. But this is what Emmanuel Kuffuor said. The former Black Stars midfielder advised the Black Stars keeper Andre Ayew to be axed from the team. Kuffuor believes that the Nottingham Forest man has passed his prime and should be dropped from the squad. According to the CAF Champions League winner, leaving Ayew out of the team will help create slots. Will help create slots for younger players who have shown great potential to take over. This is what he said. Andre Ayew is done with the Black Stars and should be shown the exit door to open doors for emerging talents like Kudus Mohammed. He said on 3 News. He argued that Ayew had paid his dues since his debut in 2008. Andre Ayew has been with the Black Stars since 2008, and it's time to leave. Kudus Mohammed, Kamaldeen Suleimana, and others also need the space to show us what they have. Andre Ayew has served and must give way, Kuffuor stated. Regarding Jordan Ayew, Kuffuor believes the Crystal Palace man still has a lot to offer. His younger brother Jordan is there and still has something to deliver. Unlike Dede, who has fulfilled his responsibilities with the senior national team, he needs to leave and make way for others. Andre Ayew made his Black Stars debut in 2007, a friendly against Senegal. The 33-year-old is currently Ghana's most capped player with 113 appearances for the Ghana Black Stars. And many will be in the comments right now that will share the sentiments of Osei Kuffuor. But I have to say that the Ghana Black Stars team, if this is how we'd be treating it, would lack a spine that could help the younger generation take up the team. We made that mistake with Baby Jetta Samaja, and I, for one, felt he could have still been in the team and helped the strikers that are coming into the team to understand the game better and help them develop the national team better. I sometimes feel we jump the gun in this situation in an attempt to help new talents, younger ones to come in we do them wrong by removing the spine of the team. And this reminds me of something Gary Neville, a former Manchester United defender, said. He said when in 1992 they won the Premier League, it wasn't because of the class of 92. It was because they had experienced players. He mentioned Steve Bruce. He mentioned Peter Schmeichel. He mentioned players like Roy Keane. He mentioned players like Teddy Sheringham, players who had been there, done that. Eric Cantona, those players, they were the spine of the team, and they were not young lads, but they were experienced, and they helped them get into the team, integrate themselves well, and win trophies as they did, and many attributes to the class of 92. I'm excited he alluded to that fact that the spine of the team, which was a quote unquote older generation, helped them get to the next stage where they could take over and also hone the generation that came after them. It was an interesting revelation from him. So I think, yes, Osei Kuffuor might have a point. Andre Ayew might not be the player he was back in 2007, 2008 when he made his debut. Yes, we know that, but he has paid his dues, as you say. He has still something to offer, and if not on the field, it could be off the field. It could be as a substitute appearance. His experience could get in there. And as I've always said about Andre Ayew, he is someone who might not be playing well, but finds a way to either provide an assist when he comes on. And I also feel he doesn't probably need to play 90 minutes. But let me know what you think about Osei Kuffuor's comments here. Do you agree with him? Do you agree with what I also said? Let me know what you think in the comments box. Also, another comment coming in here from Chipsa to Coach Chris Hughton. Build a team around these players. According to the former Black Stars player Yusuf Rahman Chipsa, he has advised Chris Hughton to build his team around Mohamed Kudus, Kamaldeen Sulemana, and Osman Bukhari. The former Asante Kotoko midfielder asserted he expects Hughton to put together a great squad for the next 3 years. We want Chris Hughton building as a formidable team, which we can rely on for years to come, 2 or 3 years, that is. He highlighted that the majority of the squad are young and mentioned the players who should be the focus in the team building. Majority of the current squad are young players, 70 to 80% are young. Talking about the likes of Kudus Mohammed, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Osman Bukhari, and co. Let's build a team around them, these players, and let's lay a foundation that can see them play together for the next 3 or 4 years, he said. After serving as a technical advisor for a year, Chris Hughton assumed the head coach role just this March and took part in his first 2 games, a draw and a win versus Angola in that double header. I think, yes, the core of the team should be around these youngsters for the future. I also feel that the spine before they can take over should be strong before it's handed over to them. And that spine is built with experienced players. And Andre Ayew should not be thrown away just yet, like throwing away the baby with the bathwater. Let me know what you think in the comments box from the 2 former players who have expressed their 2 cents on how the Black Stars should be managed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.